Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very interesting topic for today's show, in which it is today, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on federal charges. So let's get right into this. This is no surprise to me. I knew this was going to end up happening. I'm just surprised it took this long. A while back, Mayor Adams opened up his big mouth um, against the higher uh, brasses that be of um, those that run the state of Texas and the others, one that runs the state of Florida, about how they're handling the migrant crisis. You know, and that in turn led to bigger issues of a migrant crisis coming into many other places, including into New York City. And then from there, Mayor Adams blamed the migrant crisis on the federal government, and that led to even bigger problems. And that led, and one of them saying that Mayor Adams said that the president has ignored New York City and stuff. And even though Mayor Adams made good points and stuff, but this led to a bigger problem. And you know, the other thing is, there's an old saying, never cross the boss. And like I said, even though he may have made some good points, the thing is, by him constantly going after President Biden with the migrant crisis, it was going to be political suicide for Mayor Adams. Political suicide. And then, of course, with the stupid new New York City trash bin law, it was not done right. I understood his reasoning for it, but it was not done right. You know, it was the trash bin law. It says for um buildings that have 1 to 9 apartments in it, the landlord, the homeowner, the landlords have to buy this new trash bin that's approved by the city. Okay, so then what about buildings that have more than 9 apartments in it? The more apartments, the more garbage. And then, you know, May Adams did not do anything to punish the disgusting, horrible New York City Human Resource Administration workers who just screw up constantly all the time. He doesn't do anything to reprimand them. You know, for a long time, May Adams still did not get the New York City Fire Marshal's office nor the New York City buildings inspectors to get back to doing annual building inspections. COVID has basically done it over with in a major sense. You know, so and what he said, he wanted to get New York City up and running again, blah 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 blah. So get these things back up and running again. And Mayor Adams did not do anything to punish these kids that go around committing major crimes and stuff. He does nothing to reprimand them. Nothing. So all these things, ladies and gentlemen, all these things was building up, and karma came back to kick him in the rear end. Especially, like I said, when he kept going after President Biden about the migrant crisis and stuff. That's political suicide, ladies and gentlemen. Political suicide. So, um, he's indicted. So Mayor Adams, New York City Mayor Adams, is indicted on federal charges And yes, and you know what? There is a process. Yes, let it go to court. Yes, let it go. And um, let everything come out in court. And not only that, here's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. May Adams, when he kept saying that he needs funding from the federal government for the migrant crisis, and New York City, he kept saying New York City broke, it broke. When when a probe was due, when a probe was done into the New York City monies, it was found that there was a major surplus that New York City has. So he was trying to screw uh, the the taxpayers and stuff, and the federal government out of more money when there was a major surplus of funding in the New York City has. So all these things, and then that these things led to other inspections into the mayor, and then so on and so forth. So um, again, this was just political suicide for Mayor Adams did, and he did to himself. Like I said, even though he made some good points here and there, and I understand the reasoning for it, but he went about everything the wrong way. He did. So, um, and now so many people are gonna come out and say, "Oh, it's racism, it's racism, it's racism." No, it's not racism. He got caught doing major illegal things, and he got brought up on federal charges, not city charges, not state charges, federal charges, federal. So let's see how this plays out, and it does not look good for him. And next year, 2025, is the next New York City mayor elections. So if Mayor Adams gets in, now that he's indicted and stuff, he could end up losing his position, and the governor can fire him. She can fire him. Absolutely, she can. And if that happens, there'll be an emergency mayor elections being done and stuff. And um, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But anyways, I wanted to remind all my fans out there about my website, African Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. And you guys can check out all the pages on there. And if you go to the store page on my website, right? If you go to the store page on my website, you'll see links on there. And one of those links is to my internet store on Zazzle.com. If you go to my internet store on Zazzle.com, you'll see all the products that I designed and that are for sale on my internet store on Zazzle.com. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.